Oh, oh. Good girl. Good girl. That's my Daisy. Let's put that up there. Get it done. That's right. Mary, what's up? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming to my live show. I had to tuck in Mrs. Bill. I had to tuck her into bed. Make everything okay. What's up, Watchable? Nice to see you first in the chat. Nice to see you, Watchable. What's up? All right, let's put these in. Okay. Oh, that is so nice. Yeah, that's so nice. So I have changed the location of where the live stream is happening tonight. As you can see, we are in the city of Paris. We are in Paris, France. Can you not see the Eiffel Tower right here? Here. That is the Eiffel Tower, no? So we are in Paris. We are in Paris, France. And we will have a good time in Paris, France. Because that's where we're at tonight. Home is where you hang your hat. In my hat. You're going to hang on the Eiffel Tower. It's in Paris. All right, so this is a painting I have over my dinner table. Yeah. Anyway, what's up? Yeah, California dreaming from the front window. Yeah, they're chilling, man. 6.7 million California people on lockdown. Yes, they are. Yeah, lots of lockdowns. Lots of lockdowns. Big interference in the bar and restaurant businesses. Big time going on. Big time. So what I was going to do was I was excuse me. I was going to take a couple minutes and kind of talk about where through the help of discernment of watching other channels, mind you. I mean, nothing that ever comes out of me is organic, or it's very rare. And you know this. I know you. But I did definitely have some thoughts as I listened to what was going on in the mainstream television today, and just kind of even still listening to how they just crucify Trump at every chance. They massacre the guy every chance they get. They just hammer him hard. They hard hammer. He gets the hard hammer every time. Every time. Yeah, it's just starting here too. D says it's just starting in Louisiana. We got first cases here too. Everything isn't shut down like it is in the other states where it's rampant. New York, Florida, California, Illinois. Crazy it would be in those states, but it is. So you let two and two do the talking there. Actually, no. I'm going to pontificate on that. To be honest with you, I'm going to pontificate on that because I think that everything that we've been rolling up and seeing and everything that's been coming into our view of what we've been witnessing is it's a signal. It's a signal. It's letting people know that you are following this correctly the countries that need and are requesting the most amount of money for what's going on with Corona tend to be the states, I said countries, states that have the most sealed indictments against them. And so it's weird. I mean, maybe too early to tell, but probably not. It's all really kind of pointing that way. The mainstream television wants to get your focus off of that. They don't want you thinking about that at all. None of it. They don't. There is the Eiffel Tower is right behind me. They don't want you thinking about that. The mainstream television wants you thinking about how bad Orange Man Bad is, how bad the president is. That's what they want. And listen, there's channels, there's people that will speak out against President Trump, and that's okay. You know what? God bless you. You live in a country where you're allowed to have those thoughts. But if you ever help put him out of office, you will lose those rights that you think you have in a matter of years, not even a decade. It'll be in a matter of years. They'll be gone. Your freedom of speech will be non existent. It's funny in some regards. Some people are so asleep that they fight for things that are actually counterproductive to what they're trying to get out as far as a message. And what I would tell anybody like that is you need to step back and recalibrate. You need to step back and really think about this plan, the Great Awakening, the plan, everything. If you're not getting it at this point and you're a truther, it's really high time for a big step back and a big clean whiff of fresh air, and you take in the Great Awakening, you see what's going on. You see what's going on and you watch it. It sounds nuts. Now, what's the main reason I went on tonight? I was going to get to that, and I am alluding to that as I go on further and further. But the main reason I went on tonight is that I have a confession. My confession is that I may be a complete conspiracy theorist, maybe, because I believe in some way, shape, or form that Trump and the Q team knew the coronavirus would be launched from China, and they knew this. And that's why Trump closed the border when he did. But I also believe that the coronavirus was supposed to be much, much worse for what it did to people. Not how it spread, but for what it did to people. And to what amount, I don't know. But it was supposed to, I believe, be like something that got you like really, really sick. Not just like flu-like. So I think that plan was intercepted. It was allowed to go forward. The White Hats, Q team, Q plus, Trump. It was allowed to go forward, and they were allowed to launch the stream. The Black Hats, not knowing that whatever they thought it was going to be was not the right dose. It wasn't heavy enough. It didn't do what they wanted it to do. And that was to wreck Trump again. But it really was to cause a just outcry for Trump to be, they just wanted to, they knew it was a global thing, but they couldn't wait. They can't wait now. They're blaming Trump for everything, right? Blaming him for everything. Trying hard as they can to blame Trump for all of this to do with the coronavirus. At what point do you go in life and you just go, this is ridiculous. This is not what it is. This is not what we're being told. Well, I don't know, but they're going to continue to let it go on because every day it goes on, it just becomes more and more dumb that they could try to blame any of this on Trump. He's the one that stopped it from being as crazy as it was supposed to be in the United States. And somewhere along the lines, the Q team got a hold of that formula, I believe, and they made it better for humans. Just like, let's get you a little sick. They probably replaced it, honestly, with the flu. It was just the basic flu. Or knowing knowing things that I know, probably a milder case of flu. Just to not be confused with the flu that kills everybody, like so many tens of thousands of people a year. It's stupid. Now there's a reason. This isn't as crazy and doesn't kill even a portion of the people that the flu does. There's a reason everything has been shut down, right? We talked about it last night a little bit. There's a reason everything's been shut down. The reason everything's been shut down is to stop people from being out. It's going to make mopping up these bad actors all the more easier. And that's coming. I do believe it. I do. Now I might go down in flames with this belief in this ship, but I mean, there's really nothing anybody could tell me that wouldn't make me not believe that the Great Awakening, as I understand it, is happening. Now, on this specific issue, could something happen that it kind of alters it, or something that, yeah, it really wasn't that? The deep state tried to cut it off and tried to put in front of it their own narrative and their own spin on coronavirus. Yeah, I could see that too, totally. But I can way more see the Patriots being in total control and letting the information out that they want to be out. So I don't sleep with a tinfoil hat on. It's honestly, for you to believe everything that the left is telling you is true about Trump and all of us, everything they're telling you about us, they're the ones that should be wearing the tinfoil hat because they're just making up shit about you, all of us. It is what it is, right? So I know I went on late tonight, and I didn't plan on going on, honestly, up to 15 minutes ago. I wasn't even going to go on. So I wanted to come on. It's late. It's late. I have to go to bed. I have to. I have to sleep and let coronavirus leave my system. And I'm going to let it do that. That was dumb. Sorry. Anything going on with you guys besides this? You guys are stocking up. You have plenty of TP, aloe vera gel, lots of beautiful things that loans that are at a low interest rate and they have to pay back over time. I see. Yeah, 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 man. That's the times we're living in for sure. Uh, the beautiful thing about what's going on right now, though, you guys, is no matter your situation, no matter what you're going through in life, uh, and let me clarify this because I believe that, like, through Jesus Christ and the Lord, all things are possible. I do. But let me just jump out of that for a second and just speak total hyperbole. That in a world of all things are possible, I think it's possible that the white hats and Trump and Q team and Q plus have served us up the deep state on a silver platter for the taking. And they don't know what the hell to do anymore. It's been this way for quite some time, but not so long that we haven't been able to definitively put our foot down and say, you know what, these sons of bitches are done. They're done. And they are done. And I love that most about the plan, more than anything, is that they are looking at that bleak future they have of either jail or death. And how good does it feel to just be alive? It doesn't matter. Just in your own world, just in your own life. Just you whistling while you walk down a sidewalk. How beautiful is just the small nuances of your life. I think I love it more than anything. They're hanging out with my dog, walking my dog. I mean, I think these are life lessons that we're supposed to learn, not to hate, but to love, all these things. Now, I don't know. Who am I? I'm a nobody. I am a nobody. But for some reason, I'm awake. And that's as weird to me as it must be to you to know that I am. But I'm awake. And I like what the truth movement is showing me and giving to me. I've said this now more than once. I would not give being awake away for really not too many things. There's obvious things you would, but I mean, honestly, just like in things that you hold and cherish, being awake to me is one of the greatest gifts I could have ever hoped to receive. I love it. I love being awake and not sitting here eating up and buying into commercials and all that shit anymore. Just it's a beautiful thing when you cross over and you stop listening to that stuff and you start listening to what's in here, right here. I'm a little low, sorry. I wanted to get the city of France for you. Look at my city. It's France. I believe a Frenchman painted this, but I honestly have no idea. My wife and I bought that painting on a boardwalk. Yeah, we were on a boardwalk on Lake Michigan, and this guy was like, "I painted France." I'm like, "All right, let's buy it." And we haven't put it in the frame, but whatever. It's a fun story. I So guys, no matter your situation, no matter what you think's going on in your life, and I say this because I have said this at my lowest lows in my life, and I have clung to it, and I believe it, is that the closer you draw to the Lord, and I mean that in like a connecting. Oh, this is gonna sound just totally stupid, but I mean like you try to connect on a level where you talk to God and you don't put thee and thou and all of that on a pedestal. I mean, I'm not sure that's what God was looking for. The Pope in a total white uniform, I'm not sure that's what God was looking for. I'm pretty sure he was just trying to have a general conversation with mankind. And that's why he sent his son to have a general conversation and say, listen, y'all got it wrong. You just have to kind of like simply do it this way. And yeah, you're all going to fuck up. You're all going to mess up because you're all of free will. You have free will. You're going to get in life. But what God promises is that if your heart is leaning towards God and towards the right message, that He'll close one door in front of you to open a brand new one in front of you. One that you couldn't believe, and one that will take you places you never thought you could go. So when you think you're at the end and the most depths of your disparity, let it go and trust God. I mean that. I totally 100% mean that. It's not on our own time, but I mean, I believe trying to do the right thing in life has been the right move for me my entire life. Am I flawless? Hell no. Many flaws? I got a shitload of flaws. Am I a bad man? Maybe in some people's eyes. I don't try to be, but yeah, probably. Probably. And then there's the other side. Am I a great person to a lot of people? Some. Yeah, like yeah, in some circles, yeah. And I don't know if you get what I'm saying. I mean, I think you do, but what I'm saying is you got to go through this life and you just kind of have to focus your attention on, you know, taking on the storm that's in front of you. We're all experiencing different storms in our life. Lots of storms. We have many different storms. Every single one of you, including me, all have different storms that we're going through in our lives. I think it's important, you know, to believe that the best can come out of any storm. I think that that's a fundamental thing that you should believe is that in a world of things that can go wrong and can go right, that you should believe that things can go right for you. And I think you should believe that. I think we should all believe that. Constantly taking inventory within ourselves. It's real easy to beat the hell out of ourselves after shit's gone wrong, right? Real easy. Super easy. Don't let that get you down. You move on. That's how life is. I love knowing the truth, or at least I think I know the truth. I think there's a lot happening right now. So much happening right now. Arrests, sealed indictments becoming unsealed. And guys, nothing else makes sense other than that this is some sort of cover to run a military op. Someone asked me, they said, do you think that the White Hats launched this coronavirus? Hell no. No, they didn't launch it. But do you know what they knew? They knew the deep state was going to launch it. They got in front of it. They got involved in it. They even made it so that it wasn't going to be as deadly as people thought. I already covered that. But necessary for the narrative to let this play out, to let this go, and to show President Trump in a good light by closing down the border with China, where it was most rampant, and he got labeled xenophobe again for like the 12,000th time. He got labeled a xenophobe, and that's how that shit goes. That's how that goes. But it doesn't matter. I think the Patriots were well in front of it. I think they definitely had something to do with the power or strength of what it did in all of this. They were quick. They shut everything down. Now everything's shut down. Now what? We'll see what now what. Right? All right. So guess what? It's 2:30 in the morning. I'm tired, and I meant to go on an hour and a half ago. And I'm not sure it would have been any better than it was tonight. So there's that. But I love you all, and it's great seeing you all. God bless you all. Um, Pray and believe. Pray for each other. Pray for me. I need that. I shouldn't even have to like remind you guys to pray for me. Pray for me. You know damn well my ass needs some prayer. Um, they do, but never mind. I pray for you guys too, though. You know, tip for tap. Hmm. Pray for me. Pray for you. I tell you what, I pray for you. I pray for you 100,000 times a day. Maybe not that many, but I'll pray for you once. But do me a favor and pray for me, because I appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, D. It's my pleasure to come on. It's always great to see you guys. And Robert Nizella, I think you're the first person that I understood your English the first time I met you, and I've gradually like not understood what you type and what it means in the chat the longer I've known you. So I don't know. Maybe you are socially distancing yourself for me for life. So I just can't figure it out. Can't figure it out. All right. Bless you all. You guys all be cool. All right. Stay safe out there. Watch your patty wax. Give them bitches a scrub. Scrub them up. Don't touch your face. Don't pick your nose. Don't pick your ear. Don't grab your tongue. And definitely don't wipe your lips. Don't do none of that. Yeah, and cough into the crux. Cough into the crux of your arm. And if you have to sneeze, it's just whatever you have. If it's your hands, hi, whoo, sneeze it in your hands and then go get them cleaned. But do that. All right. This is the Surgeon General signing off. You guys have a great night. All right. All right. Thanks for coming. Bye.